Okay, microphone check 1, 2. My name is Noel Booker with Business Credit Builder, and thank you all for taking your time out to check out the free money edition of how to get $250,000 in business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social security number and easily get business loans and credit lines. And what we do at Business Credit Builder is we help businesses build their business credit and access funding. Okay. So even if you're an established business and you're ready to get loans, we can help you. And if you're a new business and trying to figure out how to approach funding your business, this is going to be a good class for you. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so y'all can follow along. How about that? Okay, at this point in time, also, if you're in the room and you can hear me and you know where the chat box is, please put in the name of your business and the type of business you operate. Put that in the chat room and we can get going. Okay, you should be able to see my screen. Oh, let me do this the slideshow format. Bam. Here we go. Yes, indeed. Mrs. West in the building. What the deal is. You know, don't mind me and stuff, y'all. I'm just me. Okay. Okay, here we go. How to get $250,000 in business credit for your EIN that's not linked to your social and easily get business loans and credit lines. Yes, yes. Once again, my name is Noel A. Booker Sr. I'm with Business Credit Builder, and you can take note of my contact information. And throughout this presentation, y'all can take as many notes as you can. You can take screenshots. You can ask questions. You can put them in the chat box. You can raise your hand, turn on your mic. And this will be recorded and presented on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff, right? Right. And the YouTube channel is full of information. Now, check out on the screen. There are 3 buttons down there. The first button we're going to talk about is the green button, which is how you can get a free guide on how to build business credit. You also get in my email funnel as well. So you get a whole bunch of stuff actually, okay? And what you would do is go to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. Once again, businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. I'm gonna give you that website more, but I'm just gonna say the slash part, right? So the website is businesscreditbuilder.us. The next button we're going to talk about is the blue button, which is how you can talk with us about getting a consultation on business credit or assessing your financial position to get into a loan. You would just go to /consult. Now, if you think you can get approved for funding now, then you would go to /get funding. Yes, yes. Okay. Here we go. Let me give you like quick background on me, right? I was born in New York. I went to Morehouse College, studied accounting, right? So I had a few corporate accounting jobs. And then I started a company called MediaNet USA. And what we do at MediaNet USA is bookkeeping and accounting for small businesses, as well as we host websites, okay? And now we talk about business credit and offer funding to businesses through a multitude of programs. Okay. Oh, and I wanted to say also, Now I talk about business credit, right? And this is the free money edition, right? And what the free money edition means is that I go into a little bit more in explaining to you by the end of this, I explain to you how I found out about business credit and how my client gets free money. I don't teach it, but I tell you how, and it just gives you some ideas, all right? Okay, so, and now that I mentioned that, right? So when I found out about business credit, I had a client. He had a freight company, right? Oh damn, my camera goes down, right? Okay, so I got a freight company. That's my client. I'm going into the freight company to do his books, right? I'm doing the accounting, right? I was also doing websites for him, okay? And in doing the websites, I realized every time I did a website for him for his companies or his clients' companies, $250,000 hit the bank. I know that because I'm doing the books, right? So I said one day, hey, how can I make some money? You got something for me to do? I can make some money? He said, okay, this is what you do. Find a company that we can use, has been in business, and we're going to do a deal on that company, and you can make some money off the deal, right? So I said, okay. So I got my buddy Philly Phil. Philly Phil got a company he's just sitting on. I told him what I was seeing. He said, okay, let's try it, right? So we went forward with it. 6 months later, we walked into Chrysler and pull out of there with 4 brand new Sprinter vans that we run on Amazon to this day with no personal credit check. Okay, so I knew, that's when I found out business credit works, right? And I'm gonna tell you more of the story later on, right? Now let's talk about how to build business credit, all right? So the guy's name is Jay. I'm gonna tell you more about that, right? Okay, so cool. Okay, what we will cover today: how you can get business credit within 7 days or less. That's linked to your EIN, not your social. Even if you are a startup or have bad personal credit now, then immediately start using it to get the credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, MasterCard, and more. How you can access loans, even as a startup, have credit challenges, or lack collateral. Okay, most people try to get money from their bank when they need money. Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. Let me stop for a second. Many people apply for credit in the wrong order, right? Building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is necessary for the next step. Welcome everybody that's been trickling in the room. What's up to everybody? If you know where the chat is, put your business name and the type of business you are in the chat if you can get to the chat. If you're out there driving, don't do it, all right? All right. All right, put your business name and what you do in the chat. Thank y'all. Okay. Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths. Okay. All right. This seminar is for you if you're looking for money to start or grow a business, or you want to build credit that's not linked to your social security number. What is business credit, they ask? Business credit is credit that is obtained in a business name. With business credit, with business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and score for its EIN number. This credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay and not the business owner's ability to pay. The business can qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and more. Okay. Why business credit is awesome. And check out my hashtag. Business credit is real. That's also the name of our podcast. Spotify podcast is called Business Credit is Real. Business credit has no effect on your personal credit. No personal guarantee is needed to build business credit. Business credit building is fast compared to building credit personally, because with your personal credit, there's 5 factors that affect how that credit is built, right? And some of that stuff you don't have total control of, right? Okay. So and with business credit, there's only one factor that affects your business credit score, and that is how you pay your bills. Okay. With business credit, you can offset current expenses. You can increase approval amounts with better rates and terms. Okay. No collateral, cash flow, or good credit is needed in order to build business credit. Okay. And once you have business credit, you get access to loans and credit lines. Yes, yes. Every successful business in America has business credit. I'm just saying, this is how business is done. All right. Let's see. What you're looking at now is what anybody can see for free. Okay. What anybody can see for free. You would go to the Experian website. There's a place on the Experian website where you can put your business name and address, anybody's business name and address, and see if they have a record yet. Okay. This is for Facebook Incorporated. They're in Menlo Park, California. And the part that I want to bring to your attention is the trade lines. Okay. The trade lines, you see that? The trade lines, they got 40 trade lines, right? So let's go over what a trade line is right now, just so we're on the same page and we understand what a trade line is, because the trade lines is the basis for building business credit, right? Just like a brick is needed to build the house, the more bricks you have, the stronger the house. Well, with business credit, the more trade lines you have, the stronger your credit is. Okay, so let's go over what a trade line is. This is what a trade line is. When you go to a company, you get a credit account on credit with them. So now you can buy something on credit. You go and buy something on credit, which means now you have the item and they gave you an invoice for payment, right? And then you make this payment. So what happens when you make this payment is that company, the vendor you got the credit from, they send a report to the business credit reporting agencies, right? The report says, hey, XYZ company, they got an account with us. Their limit is X amount of dollars, right? They made a purchase with us and they paid it in X amount of days, right? So they send that report to the business credit reporting agencies. The business credit reporting agencies put that on your credit profile. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one trade line. Does anybody have any questions on what a trade line is? No questions? Okay. No questions on what a trade line is? We good then. All right, let's go forward. Okay. Here goes Microsoft. They got 131 trade lines. And Walmart. Walmart's like the king of business credit. Okay. This is how they do business. This is what they do. All right. So this is what they do. They go to Bounty, say, yo, Bounty, let me get a truckload of toilet paper. Now, the owner of Walmart, he don't go in his pocket. He don't call the accounting department and say, cut a check. The toilet paper shows up at the store. They put the toilet paper on the shelf. We go in there and buy the toilet paper. They take our money and pay that bill. And then Bounty says, hey, here's 5 truckloads of toilet paper. Keep flipping that. Keep flipping that package. And that's what it is. They get it on credit, get invoice, pay it, boom, business credit at the big corporate level, right? And at the small business level. The corner store, when the bread comes in, they're not paying for that bread right there. They're counting how many units came in, how many units went out. This is how business is done with business credit. And this is how we can help. The business credit builder is powered by the Business Finance Suite. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software helps you build your business credit to access high-limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders through a multitude of different funding programs. Boom. So, how do you build business credit? Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Y'all can take notes, screenshots, whatever y'all need to do. Okay. Fundability. This is one of the first steps. This is the first step to make sure your business is fundable. I also call this credibility, for your business to be credible in the eyes of the lender. And it's like how you set up your business. And this is the most important piece to this whole process. How you set up your business is the most important piece to getting fundable, okay? As a business owner, you may be beginning to hear the word fundability a lot. It may come from lenders, various media platforms, or your own current creditors. What is fundability? The ability of your business to get funding. When lenders consider funding your business, does it appear to them to be a good idea to make the loan? What do they look at to make that determination? It's good to know what they look at, right? How does a business become fundable? When a lender considers lending to your business, do they feel that you are a high risk? Do you appear to be a business that can and will pay the debt? Lenders are in it for the money. See, you have to appear to be able to pay a bill. You don't have to be able to pay a bill. You just have to appear to be able to pay that bill right then, okay? All right. How does a business become fundable? To start, you have to make sure your business is set up properly. A great business credit score is important. In addition, there are many other aspects that are necessary for fundability as well. A potential creditor needs to see that your business is legitimate and profitable. Many loan applications are denied approval due to fraud concerns. Others, simply because something didn't match up and threw up a red flag. The red flag is the move, so you got to watch out for those red flags. Maybe the addresses or the phones didn't match up on a couple of reports, and it just looks unprofessional. If you understand what fundability is and how to get it, you can shut down any such red flag before they cause you problems, okay? Now, here go the basic steps right here, all right? The foundation of fundability is how your business is set up. It has to be set up to appear to be a fundable entity separate from you, the owner, okay? You need a business name. a business address, a business phone, an EIN number, a DUNS number, a website, and a business email. Okay? Let me run down some details about all of this stuff. You already know about the business name and how to get it, right? You go to the Secretary of State. Business name, that's what you do. You go to the Secretary of State, get your name. In Georgia, it costs $100. In New York, it costs like, I think, $275. Cali costs about $700, $800, something like that. Anyway, you get your business name registered, right? And you select an entity. When you get that name set up, then you select an entity, right? What you need to know is, in order to separate your business liability from your personal liability, is you need to select an LLC, which is an limited liability corporation, or a corporation, okay? And if you pick one of any of those two, will separate your liability, all right? All right. Business address. There's three options in selecting a business address. The first option is a brick and mortar, right? Some businesses can't start out with a brick and mortar. That's okay. The second option is to have a virtual office address, which you can get from any virtual office company in any city everywhere for as low as $50 a month. Okay. Now, a lot of my clients get the virtual office address because they don't want to keep sharing their home address with everybody, right? Or whoever they contact through business, which is they're trying to get everybody, right? So, and the third and the last option is your home address. And the reason why the home address is the third and the last option is because lenders and creditors do not perceive home-based businesses as being credible, but they look at it on a case-by-case basis. For instance, if you're a hairstylist, well, that sounds logical that you could do your hair from the house and be able to pay a bill. In contrast, oh, my mom is deterring me here. Okay. Okay, what am I talking about? The home address, right? Okay. So the hair deal, that sounds logical. You do some hair at the house and you can pay that bill. Or in contrast, let's say you're a trucking company. Well, maybe you can't have all those trucks at the house, right? So one thing to know is that on your Dun & Bradstreet credit report is a Google Maps picture of your business address. So they're looking right at your business address when they're trying to decide whether or not to give you this account, loan, or whatever it is. Okay. Okay, so you definitely need a place where you can accept packages. Okay. You definitely need a place where you can accept packages. Okay. All right. So then let's move on. EIN number. I'm not even going to talk about the EIN number, but the two things that you need to know about an EIN number is that, one, you need it to build business credit, and two, it's free. So don't come back to me talking about you done paid for an EIN number, okay? Just go to irs.gov. You get it in 15 minutes, right on the spot. Boom. Dun & Bradstreet. Dun's number. Dun & Bradstreet is the biggest business credit reporting agency, and in order to get credit reporting with them, you have to have a DUNS number, which is an identifying number that is directly related to your business address. Okay. What up, Joy? Let me get some. All right. You need a website. All right. You need a website. All right. So creditors will go and check on your company and do some research, and they're going to go to Google. They're going to put your business name in there, and when they hopefully they're going to find your spot, right? And when they get there, when they get there, they're gonna skip that nice pretty homepage. They're gonna go straight to your contact page. Okay. They're gonna go straight to your contact page, and then what they're gonna do is check the business name, check the address, and check the phone that you just put on your application. Okay, so now they're trying to check up on you. All right. Okay, next thing is a business email. A business email. They do not want to see you do business from a free email service. Okay, so do not do business with a free email service. They want to see you do business with your website's email, right? So it'll be your name at yourbusinessname.com. This is all basic stuff right here, but a lot of people don't get this right. And this stuff right here, if not set up from the beginning, will be red flags all over the place. Okay, if this stuff right here does not line up correctly. Okay, let's move. I got a lot of info to give y'all. Okay, contact information, business phone number, fax number, free toll-free number, business address. Okay, this is what I want to tell y'all real quick. The local number, your business number, your business telephone number. It needs to be a local number that's listed with the National 411 directory. This is a must. This is not one of the steps that you skip. This is one of the first things they're going to be doing to check up on if you are a valid business, okay? Because when you set up your business telephone number with the National 411 directory, it directly links to your address. And this is what they're going to check. Businesses perceive a credible business as one that has a local number that is listed with National Business Associate, with the National Business Directory, okay? If you have one already, you go to listyourself.net. I'm gonna say that one more time. Listyourself.net, all right? Now, the next thing I wanna say is that local number is needed, definitely needed. Now, having a fax number and a toll-free number is good. It's not needed, but it's good, because what they're going to do is they're going to check that local number and they're going to check that off. Boom, that's good. So now they see that you got a fax number and an 800 number. Now you're looking more like a credible business, okay? Now you're looking more like a credible business, and this is how they think, okay? All right, business address. Okay. This is my go-to for a telephone, to get a telephone number, because you cannot use as your main business telephone number, you cannot use a cell phone number, and you cannot use a home landline number for your main business number. Okay? So this is my go-to. Freedom Voice, Ring Central, Vonage. Any one of these three will set you up properly, but my go-to is Freedom Voice. They're going to set you up for a local number for $9.99 a month, $9.95 a month, and they're going to charge you $3 a month to list it with the National 411 directory. They'll also throw in a fax number and an 800 number for under $20 a month, okay? You can go to businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors and get information, okay? Now, fuck. I'm sorry, y'all. 1 second, family. Oh, I'm in the middle of a webinar. I'm gonna have her call you when I'm finished. Thank you. Okay. I apologize. I had to take that call. It's my brother's birthday, and I told him he could talk to his mom. So, okay, on the screen right now is business address. We're talking about Da Vinci is my go-to for getting a virtual address. All right. If you go to vendors/vendors, right? there'll be a telephone number. You'll see the logo. You see it. There'll be a telephone number to call, a person to ask for, and particular verbiage on how to ask for the right product. Okay. Now, there's a lot of companies out there that do, the virtual office addresses, right? But a lot of them, what they do is they'll give, the same address to like hundreds of businesses, right? So the hundreds of businesses got the same address. You don't want that. You want a unique address for your business, okay? You definitely want a unique address for your business. And what DaVinci does is they got this form that they send to the post office, and then they get this, unique address for you, okay? And that's what you need, okay? Whether or not you use DaVinci or not, but DaVinci got something for as low as $50 a month for you, okay? Just go there, vendors, follow the protocol, and get your nice address, okay? Okay. EIN number, we're gonna skip that. We talked about that. We talked about incorporating. We talked about the entity, right? We talked about that, so we're gonna skip that. Okay, bank account. Okay, once you got your certificate back from the Secretary of State, right? Once you got your certificate back from the Secretary of State, then and you have your EIN number, then that's when you go and get your bank account, right? Now, you need a bank account so you can separate and dedicated business bank account. Keep track of business finances so you can keep them separate from your personal finances for tax purposes. Most vendors and lenders require a business to have a business bank account in order to get approved.
No, they got you bumped in.
That's okay, Mom. I'm not going any place. Okay, licenses. What is fundability? It is being a legitimate business. For a business to be legitimate, it has to have all the necessary licenses it needs to operate. One of the most common mistakes is having the appropriate license, but now you got an old address on it, and that will cause a red flag. Okay, that will cause a red flag. Do the research you need to do, ensure that you have all of the licenses necessary to legitimately run your business at the federal, state, and local levels. Boom. Okay. Business website and email. We talked about that already, right? We talked about the website, why you need a website, what they're going to do. They're going to check on that contact page. We talked about the email, right? Don't use the free email service, right? So don't use that email that you got, Big Booty Judy at Yahoo, right? All right. And what you need to know is that my company, MediaNet USA, we have a all-inclusive package. This is my small business all-inclusive web hosting package, and this is what you get, all included. Domain registration, 12 months web hosting, website design, monthly updates, unlimited emails, expert customer support, and internet consultation. And that all goes for $350 for the first year, renews at $150 every year after that. And that's what you need, a nice, clean business website. All right, let's move forward. What is fundability? Business credit reports. You need to understand the importance of your business credit reports and how to read them. It's the blueprint for tracking your trade lines, right? Now, we had the trade lines, which is like the brick. Now, like the brick for building the house, right? Now, the business credit reports is like the blueprint to building up your house, right? So that's what you look at, right? So most popular business reporting agencies are Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. All right, those are the three most popular business credit reporting agencies. All right. Now you can go to this website /reports, and you'll see these logos, which you can click on those logos and go to a page where you can put your business name and address in and figure out whether or not they have a report on your business already. Okay. Let's see in the chat who put in their information. No, nobody put any information in. Miss West said, good evening. Veronica Matthews said, hello. What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming. Okay. Let's see. Okay, other business data agencies. In addition to the business credit reporting agencies that directly calculate and issue credit reports, there are other business data agencies that affect those reports indirectly. LexisNexis and the Small Business Finance Exchange. These two agencies gather data from a variety of sources, including public records. This means they could even have access to information relating to automobile accidents, liens, and more. While you may not be able to access or change the data the agencies have on your business, you can ensure that any new information they receive is positive. Enough positive information can help counteract any negative information from the past. In addition to the EIN number, there are identifying numbers. Okay, let me tell you about this page here. This page here is talking about these identifying numbers. Like at Experian, they have what they call the Experian bin, right? That is automatically generated. Now at Dun and Bradstreet, they have a number, they have the DUNS number, right? And the DUNS number you have to apply for, right? And it's free. That's what you need to know, that it is free, right? And they have a pay debt score. Now, the pay debt score is actually your business credit score. It goes from 0 to 100. And this is what the creditors look at to determine your credit worthiness, the pay debt score. Once you got 3 trade lines, they will issue you a pay debt score, right? So that's what you need to know about identifying numbers, right? Okay. This is talking about personal credit, right? Now, I got this page here because you can build business credit and have bad personal credit, right? You can be jacked up in the personal credit area, but you can still build business credit, right? But it's also good to have good personal credit because that'll make you more fundable. There are more options for you to get access to money. Okay, there are more options. All right, so that's why I put this in here to let you know having good personal credit gives you more options. It makes you more fundable. Okay. So in general, with this piece and all of this piece is the first piece. All right. This is the summary, right? Align your business information correctly. This is a problem because a ton of loan applications are turned down each year due to fraud concerns, or simply because these things that we just talked about do not match up correctly. Exact business name, business address, business phone, address listed at the IRS for your EIN, insurance, licenses, website, bank account. All this information needs to line up when you fill out an application, because that's what they're going to do. They're going to check to make sure all this stuff lines up correctly to their satisfaction. Okay. The key to this piece of business fundability is to monitor your credit reports frequently. When it comes to the business credit report, you need to monitor through the credit reporting agencies directly, or you can save money through our program. So when you do business with us, you get a big savings. Like if you do this on your own and you go to each one of these business credit reporting agencies, they will charge you about $100. See, we got a question in there. They will charge you about $100 a piece, and you need all three of these reports: Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax. Let's see what's somebody in the chat. Somebody put something in the chat. Miss West asks, how do you change the address with the IRS? I believe there's a couple ways, right? But I think the fastest way, I think you can do it through the mail, but I think the best way is to call them. It takes about I'm gonna tell you though, it takes about 2 hours on the phone, okay? But it's a well worth commitment to that, okay? To make sure this does not flag you, okay? Just to make sure, because the name of this game here is to avoid these red flags, right? And if you make sure all of these are straight, then down the line, if you ever apply for something and you do get denied, they don't have to tell you why they deny you. So in order for you to figure out why they denied you, you have to eliminate all these little bugs. All these little bugs that's going to come up and give you a red flag, right? And that item, that IRS thing, can give you a red flag, okay? If you put on the application and you spell your business name wrong, that's going to be a red flag, okay? So you got to get through the smell test. That's what I call the smell test on the application, okay? On the application, all they're doing is asking you these different fields on the application, right? And each field, they're doing something, right? So they're trying to see whether or not you pass the smell test. Let me move forward. I still got a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Financial statements. Both your personal and your business statement, your business tax returns need to be in order. Not only that, but you need to be paying your taxes, both business and personal. Business financials. A fundable business maintains financials monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Having financial statements on demand lends credits to the legitimacy of your business. Okay? Personal tax returns. Often, tax returns for the previous 3 years will suffice. Get a tax professional to prepare them. This is the bare minimum you will need. Other information lenders may ask for is check stubs and bank statements, among other things. Okay? This is to be the most fundable. A lot of businesses might not have that stuff, but this is the information that you need to be the most fundable. Okay? Okay. We're going to get out of this section here. But this section is to let you know that there's a bunch of stuff that you need to have set up properly in order to be a fundable business, okay? And this is all the stuff. It's kind of complicated, right? So, and this is why it's good to have a business credit consultant helping you with making, setting up your business, building up your business credit, trade line by trade line, right? Because we know all the lumps in the road along the way. See, look at all this stuff that's on this chart here. On the left side is all the credibility points, right? Like what industry you're in determines how fundable you are. The business number. Remember, I told you about the business phone number. They're going to check it. Time in business, your EIN number, the website, your business license. On the right-hand side, we got the application process, the financial statements, business credit reports, okay? Vendor accounts. Okay, let me stop for a second. Anybody got any questions? Because I know we went through a lot of stuff. And that's the most important piece right there, what I just gave you, right? Anybody got any questions to this moment?
Hi, will we get copies of the slides from tonight's presentation?
Myla, I thank you for the question. And the answer is no. But you can take screenshots. This will be recorded and put on our YouTube channel. In order to get to our YouTube channel, you go to businesscreditbuilder.us, and there's a YouTube button. Boom. How's that?
Thank you.
All right, let's go forward. Okay, now we're gonna go. Now we got our business set up properly. All right. Now we're looking like we're credible in the eyes of the lender. We got those red flags out the way. We know those red flags are not coming back to get us because we set it up properly from the beginning. Okay. Now let's go. Okay. Now we got to do something. Now we got to find some vendors that's going to give us credit when we got no credit, and they have to report to the business credit reporting agencies. And this is not an easy task. Not that many businesses are going to give us credit when we have no credit. And only 10% of all businesses in the United States even report to the business credit reporting agencies because they're under strict guidelines and stuff to even be able to report. Okay. So what we're going to do is get these net 30 accounts. Net 30 accounts is accounts that they're going to give us a little bit of credit, right? When we have no credit. But when we get something, we have to pay it back in 30 days. Hence the term net 30. A business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer credit report commonly is with small amounts of credit. So the first thing now is to create our business credit report. And we do that with these net 30 vendors, okay? The business credit can be approved for small credit amounts to help them build an initial credit profile. These types of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit or net 30. And some vendors will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little as an EIN number and a 411 listing. I told you all about that 411 listing, right? Okay. Here are some vendors who will approve you for initial credit, even if you have none now. Bust a move. Maverick, that's the first spot to go to. All right. So I think they report to all three. All right. If you go to this website /vendors, you'll get a link to Maverick. You'll get a link to the CEO Creative. All right. And other vendors are Granger, Barnett, and Uline. Okay. Granger sells stuff like uniforms, tools, and work clothes and gloves and boots, right? Barnett is a Home Depot company. They sell anything that Home Depot sells. Uline sells, y'all know what Uline sells, like janitorial stuff, right? All that type of stuff, right? So check that out right there. So this is the move. The idea here is to get 5. Some vendors will require an initial prepaid order before they can approve your business for terms. You will need to have a total of at least 5 net 30 payday accounts reporting. All right. See the car. That's why I got this car here. Check out the car. The car got the number 5 on it. The car got the smoke, right? But check out his face. He's like, yo, I got credit. Now we rolling. All right. This is how we got to do it, step by step. All right. Each step is needed for the next step. Y'all see how that runs, right? Now, those 5 vendors, here goes a bonus. Those 5 vendors that you just got, you would like to have 3 of them that report to Dun & Bradstreet so that you'll get that pay that score the quickest. 1 going to Equifax and 1 going to Experian. That'll be a good start to get you moving the fastest. All right, that's just my little bonus piece in there. Okay, so now when we get to the next step and we got those 5 trade lines on your credit report, not getting ready to go to the credit report, on the credit report, that's why it's necessary to pull your credit reports. Okay, And like I said before, if you do this on your own, these places, they're going to charge you $100 a month from each of these companies, okay? If you do business with us, we charge you $25 a month for all 3 reports. Because we got this like bulk deal with NAV, right? Okay, so after 5 trade lines are established, using vendor accounts, I'm telling you, revolving accounts is the next step. Revolving accounts are cards a business owner can use and not pay the required full thing, the full balance in 30 days. They give you a amount to pay, right? The minimum amount to pay, right? Okay. Okay. Most major stores do offer business credit, including Home Depot, Lowe's, Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, Racetrack, and many others. So this is where you want to be. But you just can't come running up on these companies here. You need to have credit already. You need to be set up credible in the eyes of the lender. That's why I say it's a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step, right? So in order to get to this step, you need to have that other stuff down packed, all right? All right. Now, once you get 10 accounts on the credit, right? Now you're a power broker out here, right? Because the whole idea here is to show that you can make, that your business can make on-time payments. So if you have 10 or more trade lines on your business credit report saying that I pay my bills on time, now you can go and get Visa, MasterCard. You go get Visa, MasterCard, American Express type of credit, okay? And you try to have at least one of those accounts, one of these revolving accounts, you try to have it the high limit of 10,000 available on that. And how you do that from the beginning is you go and make about 3 or 4 payments on time, then you call them and ask for an increase, okay? You can always get an increase, but they're not going to give you an increase if they don't see that you made some on-time payments. So my strategy is to get about 3 of them and then call them, okay? About 3 of them, then I call them, all right? Okay, now, it's essential to keep using the credit, keep applying for more, and talk with credit providers to raise credit limits. If you do this, business credit will keep growing until higher limit credit lines are obtained within 6 to 12 months, okay? 6 to 12 months. So actually, it'll take you about 12 months to do this. I don't want to sell you no pipe dreams. It's going to take you about 12 months to build yourself some good credit, all right? I don't want to say. Now, you can do it faster, but not everybody can do it faster because it actually means that you're going to do some strategy stuff. That's what it takes to do this. It's more strategy than anything, okay? How to get which account, when to buy something, when to pay it, okay? So, no skipping steps, 10 trade lines, high limit of 10,000. Cash business credit accounts will match your highest credit limit reported on your credit profile. MasterCard, Visa, American Express, loans and credit lines you can get once you got some business credit. You can get that once you get some business credit, okay? Okay, we're gonna go over something real quick. 3 ways you can get funding that your bank won't tell you about. Now, I'm not telling you this stuff because you might qualify for it. You may qualify for it. You may not qualify for it. But I'm telling you this stuff here so that you understand the process, the thought process in going into funding your business, right? You have to make sure that you choose a lending product that is best for your business. Do you need a traditional loan or a line of credit? Would a working credit capital loan or an expansion loan work best for your company? You have to know the difference between those to figure out what is best for you, okay? Choosing the right product to apply for can make all the difference. Okay? Now, cash flow funding. We're going to go through this real fast. Cash flow financing. Cash flow financing is the most popular type of alternative funding today. Basically, this is the rundown. They just look at your cash flow. You don't even need credit, just your cash flow, all right? Just looking at how much money you take in. So if your business makes at least $3,000 a month, then there's some money available. If your business makes $15,000 a month, there's a bunch of money ready for you, okay? But they got to see 3 months bank statements, and not only the bank statement, they're going to log into your stuff, all right? The bank statements don't work no more. They log into your stuff now, okay? All right. So let me tell you about David Allen Capital. That's one of my new lending sources. They specialize in cash flow funding, right? You could get a loan right from your phone from them in 15 minutes, all right? So depending on how much you get, there's 3 ways that they're going to send your application to, right? They got Giggle Finance, they got Biddy Advance, and they got Bank Breezy. Bank Breezy is for the bigger fundings, right? So you put in your information, then it's going to send, based on the information you put in, they're going to send you to the right lender, right? And if you can verify what you said on the application is right, they're going to cut a check right away. No, they don't cut checks no more. They just deposit it, right? But basically, this is the fastest way you're going to get money right here, right? And that's on my website. That's right. Okay, collateral-based financing. Collateral-based financing can be obtained if you have some type of viable collateral to offset what you are borrowing, okay? Even as a startup with bad credit, you can still secure collateral financing if you have collateral, okay? Rates are super low, much lower than with conventional SBA loans, okay? Types of acceptable collateral include accounts receivable. Accounts receivable is what Jay was doing, the guy that I told you about the free money, right? He was a freight company and he was batching his invoices, right? So if you're a company that can batch and sell your invoices, this is what they do. Because like in the trucking business, they might do a load, they invoice to get paid for that load, but they won't get paid for 30 days. So they have this thing called factoring. Factoring gets them paid in 24 hours for the load they did yesterday, right? So accounts receivable, right? That's accounts receivable funding. That's also known as factoring, okay? Purchase orders. Purchase orders for people that got government contracts, okay? If you have a government contract or a contract from a substantial business, a promise to pay to do some business, then there are companies that will lend you money. The commercial bank won't do this. You have to know the correct alternative lender, right? So with your contract saying this municipality promises to pay if I do this work, all I need is this piece of machinery to do the work, that's straight money right there, okay? That's the purchase orders. Then you got stocks, bonds, 401ks. These type of investments stay intact while you're able to get a business loan on the availability and the value of these type of investments, right? Revenue lending is similar to cash flow lending. Inventory and equipment. So if you got $100,000 worth of inventory equipment, you get a business loan. If you have equity in your home, you can get a business loan, right? There are a lot of different real estate type of funding situations, right? Insurance agents, they can get what they call the book. They have what they call the book of business. And with their book of business, you can get a loan, okay? So I'm making this point just to show you there's many different programs out there for different types, no matter what you're into. If you set up your business right, you get your company looking like you can pay a bill, you can get access to this type of money, okay? Okay, here goes the third one, unsecured credit. Unsecured credit is our credit line hybrid program, all right? If you go to Get Funding, you'll see a video down there. It's called the Credit Line Hybrid Program. This is for startups and business owners that have good personal credit, or even if they don't have personal credit, if they have a family member or somebody that that trusts them, then they can get a cosigner on it and do it that way. Okay. I don't know why my camera keeps going down. Okay, so cool. Unsecured. So what they do here is you need to have at least a 685 personal credit score. And what they do is look at your personal credit and they look at your highest revolving credit line that you have available. And they will match that up to 5 credit cards up to $150,000. And this closes in 3 weeks. You can get access to that. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go over and we're going to get out of here soon. So bear with me. We're going to get out of here. How to easily get business and credit and financing all in one place. Hold on. I missed something. Look at this one. You can even get specialized funding and buy equipment, signs, and vehicle wraps, right? So equipment, let's talk about equipment. Equipment is any machinery to do your business. It could be trucks, it could be refrigerators, freezers, right? Stoves, right? To do your business, right? Now, back to the free money, right? So this is what I remember. I told you the story about how I saw the $250,000 hitting the bank, right? Every time I did a website, right? So I found out what that was, right? What that was he actually had 2 companies. Let's say in this example, there's 2 companies involved, right? So one company is a freight company, right? The other company is a truck sales company, right? Now, the freight company is going to go get a loan to buy trucks. He gets approved based on business credit, and the financing company sends the check to the truck sales company. So he's sending the money to himself. And to top it all off, now he got you got this money so you can buy a truck. He don't buy the truck, he keeps the money and don't pay the bill. So what happens is now they're coming back to the company to get the money, right, that they lend him, but he can only come back and they can only legally take any assets of the business. And this dude, he's long gone. Okay. And that's how I found out about this. That, wow, he's taking advantage of this situation where I just want to go and just get some money from my business and build up my business, right? So that's why I teach the real way to build business credit. Trade line by trade line. That's the real way to do it. Jay was taking the shortcuts. He's the shortcut taker, right? And the thing about it, he had like 4 or 5 deals on the table at any given time, just running it, just running it. And that's how I started. That's how I learned about business credit, okay? All right. Now, how to easily get business credit and financing all in one place, the Business Finance Suite. On my website, at the bottom of every page, there are videos, testimonials about clients that have used our products to get access to funding. This is Brian. Check it out at the website, businesscreditbuilder.us. All right. It's the easiest and the fastest way to get money and credit to build and grow your business. It's a simple solution. This is what you get. You get business credit for your business, not linked to your social, through the top-selling business credit system. You get access to funding for your business to start, build, and grow. Our cutting-edge technology helps you meet credibility requirements before you apply. You can access discounted business credit reports, get a free DUNS number, the largest supply of starter vendors to start your business credit. You get a massive selection of revolving store credit with underwriting guidelines, hard to find cash credit sources to get within 120 days. No personal credit check or guarantee is required. Cash flow, collateral-based financing, unsecured. We got the credit line hybrid program. We have private money, alternative SBAs, okay? Venture capital. We have a whole bunch of different financing options. You can check the website, all right? Our most popular product is the credit line hybrid program. We can get up to $150,000 in 3 weeks. All of my clients that come into the core package, you get your own control panel. It looks like this, but this is like my reseller program, right? So it don't have all these buttons on the left, right? But you go into this and you have your content, your course content, and you go into the course content, right? And when you go in there, for each step of the way, we're going to take you each step of building your business credit, okay? And each step, we're going to tell you how to complete this step, right? Each step, there's going to be a video to tell you how to complete this step. And if you still can't figure it out, then we have a staff. Our advisory team will be there available for you that you can call them or email, right? To make sure that you got this step down pat. And this is the type of guidance that we give you through the whole process. You can call up, email, and figure out how to get through this particular step, okay? So you're not doing this alone. There's always somebody there with you. Now, when we get to the part where we're actually building up business credit and we're showing you which vendors to use, we build business credit in 4 tiers of vendors. Each tier will give you about 15 vendors. And then we'll say, pick 3 of these, right? So this is the type of information that we give you for each vendor. This one is for racetrack. We give you who they report to, the terms, like this one is a revolving account. We give you the telephone number, the fax number, a description of what they sell, and exactly how to qualify. For racetrack, you need an EIN number, a DUNS number, a pay debt score of 78. They prefer that you be in business 3 years. You need to have a business entity and your phone listed with 411. Boom, I done already told you about this, right? All right, so with this, we're like saving you a bunch of time right here, because not every vendor out there that you would try reports to business credit reporting agencies, okay? All right, so we give you the information and what you need up front. Now, check this out. This is Christine. This is one of my clients, right? She got all of these in 6 months, but not everybody could do what she did. She's able to do this because she's a stay-at-home mom. Her husband is a truck driver, right? She was able to get all of these approvals in 6 months. Sprint 2,000, Amazon 4,500, Tractor Supply 5,000, Exxon 5,000, Fuel Man Fleet 6,000, BJ 7, BP 8, Lowe's 10, Apple 12.5, Shell 15. Whew. See, this list is over $250,000. And you can do it too, okay? And you can do it too, All right. It's a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step, so there's no skipping steps. When you get in our core package, you get your own business credit advisor who gives you concierge service for 12 months, helps you build your business credit. You get your own finance officer for 5 years to help you get the best financing for your business. Okay? So basically, it is like this. Most people that come to me, they can't apply or qualify for funding. So in our process of making you credible in the eyes of the lender, building up your trade lines, we are preparing you to get qualified. Okay? We are preparing you to get qualified for lenders that we already have. Okay? Here's a summary, and we're going to get out of here. Your own business finance suite control panel, discounted business credit reports, free DUNS number, largest supply of starter vendors, massive selection of revolving store credit, hard to find cash credit sources, access to cash flow, collateral-based and unsecured and private money sources. Okay? This will typically take you about 18 to 24 months. With our system, it should take you about 12 months. Okay? To put yourself in a nice position to be able to get funding for your business. Okay, we have 2 packages. The core package I explained to you. The business credit building program is a one-on-one package with me and you. You don't get access to the control panel or the advisory team or the finance team, but it's me and you for 12 months building up your business credit, and then I help you find financing. Okay, so the core package. Get started today as part of this seminar, and you can get started with a huge discount on your premier enrollment plan. This normally would cost about $4,400. Oh, this information on the screen is wrong. So listen to my words. Okay, this normally would go for $4,400. My price is $29.95. But you can put $950 down and make 6 monthly payments that are about $341, right? Right? That's a good way to do it. Or the way to save a whole bunch of money is to make a single payment of $22.50, and that'll save you over $750. Now, to get a huge discount, you can call up today or tomorrow and pay $12.50. Single payment. Boom. But you can only do that if you're in this webinar and can call me up after this. The telephone number is 404-500-9687. And that's the way to get the hookup, right? To do that today and get it for the hookup, right? All right, the core package, boom. Now, the business credit building package, I made this package because the other package is expensive, all right? But we can do this one right here. This is the one-on-one package. You get it for 1 year. You get one-on-one consultation with me. It's usually costs $2,500. My price is $995. You can put $400 down and make 3 payments, or you can make a single payment of $750. Okay. Now, to get the homeboy hookup, you pay $450 today, and you save a whole bunch of money. Right? So boom, y'all know the routine. 404-500-9687. Y'all can call me today or tomorrow, and y'all can get that hookup. All right? All right. Now, if you can't afford that, you can get one of my ebooks for $10, right? Just go to /ebooks and bust a move like that, right? And let's see. Let's say you don't have $10. You can go to my blog, right? You go to the blog, right? Boom. businesscreditbuilder.us/blog. I also got the Spotify. There's a whole bunch of information out there on the blog the YouTube, the Spotify. Don't forget to get your free guide on how to build business credit at businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. And make sure you got all my contacts, right? Oh, if y'all need to schedule a consult, right? Schedule a consult, talk to me right now. You schedule a consult, that's my scheduler, right? So you go to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult and get all the contact information. And does anybody have any questions at this time? Was this useful? Did I just waste all your time or what? Y'all tell me. They got questions? What? Hello. Got a quiet bunch today.
It was extremely useful. A wealth of information, just even, the information about not using your home address as, your business address, and making sure your number is listed with 411. Didn't realize that was paramount. So that in and of itself was a gem.
Yeah. You're right about that. That's the information that a lot of people don't use, and they don't get that far. Some of them might be able to get a couple steps, but they don't get that far, right? Desma says, thank you for your time and information. It's a game changer. I'm gonna have to make a song called The Game Changer out here. Don't mind me, y'all. Word is born. That do sound like a song title, though, right? The Game Changer. Boom, boom. Oh my God. Okay. I used to be a DJ. Okay. Any more questions? Anybody got any little question? Maybe I shouldn't go so into detail because people don't have the question. Maybe I should just give them just a little bit of information so they can ask questions. What up? All right, everybody. I'm proud to be able to get this information and for people to be able to utilize it and get to their next step. No doubt about it. Yes, indeed. If we got no more questions, I will bid everybody hasta luego. I don't know any Spanish, but my dad had a corner store in New York, right? So the Spanish guys will come in there and they'll get their little 8-pack of Miller ponies, and when they leave, they say hasta luego, hasta la vista. So that's what I say to y'all, hasta luego. Everybody, have a good night. Let's see if we can get out of here. Yeah. Indeed.